It's mid-February, it's about -1, and I've broken my flap. Don't vigorously wash your flap. If you look, there's 4 little punches there within this flap mechanism. I've got another one in from it's just one off eBay. I don't know if I don't think it's an original, but I need to get a punch and punch these things out, get that off, clean all this up, because I cleaned my flap a bit too vigorously before. But what I need to do first is put the new hinge onto my flap. So I'll go inside and do that now. Right, here's my flap. This still got the old spring attached. What happened is, on one of my car, these two hinge clasps, or whatever you want to call them, those have snapped off. So what I think I need to do is get this old spring off, because I would rather put a new spring on, so everything's fresh, exciting and new. There we are. That's the part I got. I've got it off eBay. Will that focus? I can't see. Goodness sake, camera. Well, it says Professional Parts Sweden, 82439879 tank hatch hinges. I think it's about £6. So I'm going to try and get this off now. There was no swearing involved. There we are. That just popped out from in there quite easily. And let's see if I can get this one off. Shouldn't be in that far, should it? Oh, there we are. Bloody hell, Simon, you're making a meal of this, son. So, right, okay. And then that. Right, okay. That's a clever design. That one's got a hole in, so you can guide it up and then just pop it back. I'm 43 years old, and my close-up eyesight has gone to pot. I can't focus on stuff. Go on, go back down. Right, that's on. These are the punches. I don't know if you can see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just clipped in, and once the old one's removed and this is put onto the car, once these little black, I don't know what they're called really, but you know what I mean, it sort of pushes into here and fills it out so it doesn't budge. Once they're in and flush and it's all attached, the spring goes in here and that gives it tension. Right, let's go and get the old one off. I think that might be there. Let's try there. Ah, you little tinker. Right. Is that it? Yes. Go on, you little bugger. Go on. Little things. There we are. Will that come off? Yes. It will. Now, oh, I've got rubber grommets as well. It's a bit dirty, isn't it? Well, there we are. I don't know where those bits go. They must be just in the bodywork now. Right, let's get a sponge. Let's clean that up and get the new one on. Huzzah! Quick update, you can probably see it's not sitting flat. This is because this aftermarket hinge from Professional Parts Sweden, or whatever they're called, is utter rubbish. The little peg up there just mangled as soon as I started hitting it. The others fell out, they've still got them, but just rubbish. So I've got one on order from the main dealer in Newcastle, which I'm going to pick up tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Fast forward 24 hours, I gave up on this one that I got off eBay from, I think it's Parts Monster. It just, the little tags, which the little dowels that you can see in there, they were just rubbish. That one got mullered as soon as you started tapping. Sorry, that one got mullered as soon as you started tapping it. Same with that one, and then the middle two weren't even set in properly, because you can see on there access is just awful, and they came out and you just couldn't get them back in, because once that's attached to the car, there's just, and you like that, there's no way it would fit. So, or there's no way I could get them into those holes. So scrap that one off. I've now got one from Volvo. It's 4 times the price, it's 24 quid, but the difference, that feels so much more substantial than the aftermarket part. So we're going with Volvo, and these feel really, the little dowels, little plugs feel really solid. So we're going to go with that one then. I've had to adjust it. That's the original spring off the car, that's the one that came with the aftermarket. These ends are a bit too big to fit into the petrol flap here, and it was fouling on the hinge. So I've cut those off. If it works, I'll use the new spring. If not, I'll go back to the old one. So let's try this again. And also fair play to Volvo in Newcastle. Ordered it about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and they called me just after 9 o'clock this morning. So you can see that bar slots into there. Let's try this again. Right, sit rep. The hinge was faulty. Luckily Volvo has swapped it for another one. The hinge, well, where that clasps onto a bar on the back of the flap, there was a fault in it and it just snapped clean off. This one, yeah, you could see it was just a really clean crack straight across it. So Volvo have exchanged it, it's come through the following day. Let's get it fixed. Right, just a bit of an update. I've been doing a bit of nosing about on Volvo forums and so on. What I'm going to do, although I haven't seen this bit, I'm going to heat up here with either a hairdryer or submerge it in water, just to heat it up, make it a bit more flexible, to put it on the fuel cap. I can't see any. There is a bit of a join here, but that's probably the weak spot. So anyway, I'll heat that up, make it a bit easy to put on, hopefully. What I'm going to do with these little pegs, these 4 here, I'm going to remove these, and I've read if you get the end of a drill bit and just manually almost put a bevel on the hole that goes through into this peg, just get a drill bit and do that with it, and I'll do that with all 4, and then get a file on the actual pegs themselves, so it sits in, and then before I attach it to the car, I can just tap them in, about 1/3 of the way down, so they're seated, and then go put it on the car, and then hopefully it'll all be fitted and fixed. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I've got 3 in, and as soon as I tried to do this one, I'll cock it up on camera. Perfect. Oh. Yeah, that's fine, that's seated. Superb. Right, so I'll feed that up through there. That's hollow, which allows you to then put that in there like that, and that's ready to go on the car. Right, I've got my glamorous assistant with me, and Gillian's just holding it flush against the bodywork while I tap these in. I've seen that you need to do the middle ones first. Mind your finger. And then that should be it. Thanks, darling. That looks flush. And now we'll put the spring in there. 1, 2, done. I nearly pulled the camera over as well. Ah, hold on, that's just come out. Right, that keeps popping. This is the aftermarket spring, so I might just go and grab the original just to see if it works. Right, I've got the original spring, so I'll try that. I think that might be the better option. Right, this isn't going very well at all. That's it. 1, 2, done. Finished. Put the hook back on, and it's nice and clean, so Dave won't shout at me. Finished. Job done.